All right, let's take a look now at an investing activity. We've already looked at two financing activities, and that was the issuing of stock and the borrowing. So now that they've got the financing in place, they're going to take that financing or the resources and invest the money that they received. So in this one, the business is going to purchase a hot dog cart, and the hot dog cart is going to cost $1,800. So they're going to take their cash and buy a hot dog cart. So let's go through the steps. What did the company get? Well, it's getting a hot dog cart. An appropriate account title to use is called equipment, and the equipment is an asset. It's going to increase our assets by $1,800. Now, as far as it being an asset, you do need to understand that it's considered an asset and not an expense. In other words, we're not going to reduce shareholders' equity, and it's because that equipment or that asset hasn't been used yet. It's an asset because, technically you could turn around and get your money back. It's an expense if you wouldn't get any money back, because you're going to expense things that you've already consumed or used. So it is an asset. Now, what will happen to this asset equipment is that over time we will depreciate the asset. What depreciate means is basically we're going to reduce it and expense it as we use it, but we'll get into that later. All right, so what did the company give up in exchange? Well, it gave up cash. We use the account title cash, and cash is an asset, and by giving up cash you are reducing your assets. So here in the accounting equation, we're basically exchanging one asset for another, and by doing that you are keeping your accounting equation in balance. So what you have to see here is that you can have a transaction, but the transaction doesn't have to straddle the equal sign. So in other words, you can exchange one asset for another and still remain in balance. We'll see later that we can have transactions where we say increase liabilities and decrease shareholders' equity with no effect on assets. And by increasing liabilities and decreasing shareholders' equity by the same amount, you remain in balance. So again, transactions do not have to straddle the equal sign. You don't have to have accounts on either side.